Hi, fourth graders. It's Mrs. Mundorf here, and we're going to be looking at day 2 and 3 for our science plans about the rock cycle. And here, yesterday, you remember we watched a video about the rock cycle, answered a quiz, and we also went to a website to interact with the rock cycle and learn more about the different types of rocks. Today, we're going to research about the rock cycle, and tomorrow you're going to be creating your own rock cycle. Let's go down to today and tomorrow's plan. So this is for today and tomorrow. First, you're going to research the rock cycle. I have 5 resources here. You're not limited to these, but these are the first 2 are from yesterday, the Brain Pop video and the interactive rock cycle. There's also the vocabulary about the types of rocks, and then these 2 other links to just web pages. If you click on them, it will bring up the link where you just click. And this is Rock Cycle Facts for Kids. Again, you can read this information, look at the different images and the keys for the images, read about the different types of rocks formed, look at the captions, look at this image, take notes. Geology Rocks, the rock cycle. Click on that. And it will bring you to this website. When you scroll down about the rock cycle, it talks about the different processes that change a rock in the rock cycle. And again, between activities you've done in your classroom with your teacher, between yesterday's lesson plan and these extra resources today, you should be able to gather information to be able to create your own rock cycle. So tomorrow, you're going to go to the last slide, and it says the rock cycle, and it says created by. If you go to click, it's just going to come up here with this big box. So you're actually going to go over here to text box, click, make a text box, write your name, and I'm going to make mine a little bit bigger. And then you got all this space to create your rock cycle. Now, I hope you're not going to go and just, Google search images. If you just search the rock cycle images, do you think we want you to just find one of these and cut and paste them to put into your assignment? Absolutely not. That is exactly what we do not want you to do, and you will most likely have to do it over again. Instead, based on your research and your knowledge, you're going to use a space to create the rock cycle. And you might remember, you might say, oh, I remember I need an image of a metamorphic rock. So you might type metamorphic rock image. And I like this one because it shows those layers. So I'm going to right click and copy the image. You do not have to have images. You can just use words, but I am going to do that. And I'm just going to make another text box and right click, and I'm going to say paste. And there's my rock. But that's not the only thing I want in that box. I want to make sure it's clear to my teacher what type of rock it is. I'm going to do text box again. All right, metamorphic rock. And again, your spelling should be correct because it's available not only through this Google Slides, but to all those other sites that I've directed you to. Then you're going to add more information. Maybe you want to put an arrow to show how it goes from one to another. And you might have, maybe you don't want to put a picture here. Maybe you want to write something here. And you can, just keep adding detail. And you noticed the rock cycles aren't just a clean circle, because both igneous and sedimentary rocks form metamorphic rocks. And then the question, how do metamorphic rocks go back and maybe change back into another type of rock? So be sure to add all the necessary details. Again, you can use the previous slides in this presentation to help you, and those links I've provided on this Google slide, or you can always look for your own, but these have been teacher approved. So I hope you enjoy doing this. By creating your own rock cycle, we're going to really be able to tell what you understand about this topic, and it also will give you great experience creating and working with Google Slides. So we can't wait to see the work that you turn in. Make sure you click here and rename it. And so you're going to put your name. And then you'll send it, make sure it's submitted to your teacher by 3 o'clock on Friday. I hope you have a great day, and I can't wait to see what you create.